Welcome to this video, guys. Today we're gonna do a dark Pyrex Doughboy Southside type beat. We're gonna do some dark stuff. So if y'all want to learn how to do this, make sure you stick to the end. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tutorials. Make sure to follow me on IG and TikTok if you don't follow me yet. Bro, what the hell are you doing, bruh? Alright, let's get to the tutorial. If we start off here, we have the main melody. So I'm just gonna play the melody alone here and we're gonna deconstruct it right after. So this is a preset in Analog Lab called AT Lead Comet. This is the actual MIDI for it. So that's how it sounds, but obviously we see that it's tweaked. So what I did was I actually put a slow-mo effect on here. You can also use halftime if you want. I put 2 bars for the duration, and this is what it sounds like now. So essentially we're halftiming the melody now, which gives it a very dark feel, I find. So that's basically why I did it. And then I went ahead and rendered that. You could do that by selecting the layer that you want to render, right click on the track and go to consolidate right here. So I just consolidated to time like this, and then I went ahead and used the waveform instead. So then I just added some reverb, light reverb on here, and also an EQ cut for the low end, and that's pretty much it for this sound. So the next sound we got here is a very, very dark ambient synth. This is actually the same preset as this one right here up top. So I opened up the first one into Edison, and the way you do that, you just click up top here and click on Edit Sample. So once in Edison, all I did was I reversed it. So I went into the wrench here and reverse. And then I did something called blurring. So essentially what blurring is going to do is going to modify your sample in a way that it's kind of like more ambient. And the way you do that is by clicking on, I believe it's the wrench here again. So yeah, it's the wrench here and then blur. And you could select the amount that you want here, and you're going to have a preview of the effect that you're going to add. So you could do more if you want. I didn't do too much. I just wanted it to have a cool little ambient effect. Once I was done with the audio edit, I simply dragged in the sample back to FL Studio like this. Then for this sound, all I did was I added some light reverb. This is actually the exact same thing from the other melody. I just copied the preset. So the way you could copy a preset in FL Studio is simply by going on the preset. So in this case, the reverb, clicking on the arrow, save preset as. I'm going to drag that to the actual sound that I want. So in this case, it's the sound here. And there you go. Now you have the same preset for the reverb. So the next instrument in this beat is the choirs. We are in pattern 9 here. Actually, this is not the choir at all. This is actually a Virgin Choir sound. This is a free plugin, by the way. You could download it right now if you just Google Virgin Choir. This is actually a very nice choir. The fact that it's free is just amazing. So I really do recommend you get that if you're into choirs. And this is the AA articulation preset. You could also do EH or E, but for this one, I selected the A articulation, and this is what it sounds like. So very dark, very, ambient, which is what I wanted to do with this. I wanted the choirs to be more in the background. And the way I achieved this is by adding some reverb to the choirs. Again, light reverb, a lot of decay, and I cut in the low end of the reverb so it doesn't interfere, with the whole bass. So that's it for the choirs. And next on pattern 9, we have a lead synth. I'm going to play that right now for y'all. So we got that synth going on. We got that that little slide here. This is actually a Serum synth from the leads in Serum. This is the default leads, I believe. This is from C64 lead. So when doing these kinds of leads, I want it to slide. I don't want it to like clip and not slide between the notes. So you could achieve this by increasing the portamento here. And you know, you could decide how long you want it to slide for, but I'm just gonna do, I just want to do a small slide. Also, make sure this is in mono and legato clicked in, you know, just for good measure. So what I did for the synth is I simply EQ'd out the low mids from low mids to 0. I found that, you know, I just wanted to have the mid to high frequencies in the lead. Then I simply low pass filtered the high end here just for it not to be too bright. I didn't want that sparkle feel to it. Like that, I didn't want that, so I just did a low pass filter there. And then, you know, again, light reverb here on the lead. So that's about it for the melodies. Now let's move on to drums. Essentially what I did for the drums is I started off with the 808 here. And by the way, this is all in order of, you know, what I came up with. So the first melody is what I actually came up with, and then the rest, and then the rest. So this 808 right here is from the Topo Story of YZ Part 3 kit. If you know me, you know that I will use this kit very often. It has great sounds in it. So this is what the 808 pattern looks like. So very spaced out, a lot of room to breathe. And then the ending here, I just pitched up the 808 from A sharp to F here. And right here, we got a small 808 chop. You know, just something to give it some bounce. Also, when I do the 808s like this, I make sure, again, that I cut the 808s here, because if not, they're going to overlap on top of each other, and you don't want that. So for the 808, all I did was some slight EQ here around 84 Hertz. 808 sounded good already, so I figured I'm not going to, you know, ruin it. I just wanted to feel good. I centered the 808 here in the stereo separation knob just for it to be in the middle of the mix. Very important for me when I'm trying to do 808s like this. I also leveled it a bit here, just turn it down a bit because it was just too loud. And I didn't want to, you know, break my speakers or anything. So, you know, and I do have a soft clipper on the master there, but, you know, it was pretty loud. So I'm not going to play around with this. Next, we got the rim shots. Very classic in like a Pyrex type beat. Very basic. This is from the Saint 6 drill kit. So nothing spectacular. It's just a rim shot. I didn't even add an effect to it. It just sounded good. Then we got the hi-hats right here. This is from the Story of YZ kit again. So basic two-step pattern with some of the triple notes here. Now I also added some chops. So the way you could do chops in hi-hats, you could also do this with snares if you want. Just click on your hi-hat note and press Alt-U on your keyboard. This is gonna pull up the chopper tool. Very interesting tool if you wanna use chops. To the chopper! Let's get to the chopper! I just did some velocity tweaks here. You could also tweak the panning if you want. I didn't really bother, but you could go ahead here and control the note pan and just do some crazy, you know, left-right panning like this. Let's go to the perks here. So there's 3 different perks that I use. We got this perk right here. And then we got the syrup perk. So it's like a, you know, it's like a shaker perk. And then we got a rattle perk here, like a thing you would just play. So all the perks together sound like this. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to like, comment on the video, and subscribe, man. I really do appreciate all the love I've been getting. If you don't follow me on IG and TikTok already, bro, what the hell, bro? Join the TikTok fam, join the IG fam. Let's get it, bro. Let me know in the comments what kind of video you want next, because, you know, I asked on my Discord, you know, what you guys wanted, but, you know, I'm always down for new ideas. If you want a specific type beat tutorial, you know, whatever you want, just tell me in the comments, bro. But apart from that, I'm gonna wish y'all a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.